Hi, I'm Bailey, and I'm going to show you how to make this friendship bracelet. Friendship bracelets are super fun to make and super fun to wear. You can give them as gifts, you can keep them for yourself. So let's get to it. So to make this bracelet, you are going to need 2 lengths of string of one color, and each length is about 52 inches. And you're going to need 2 lengths of another color. So I'm going to be using red and white since those are our school colors, but you can use any color you like. Okay, so to start off, you are going to find the halfway point in all 4 lengths, and you're going to do this by folding it in half until both ends come together like this, and then you're gonna straighten it out and just pull it out until you get to there, and then you're just going to leave that like that. Okay, and then you're just gonna do that with the other 3 strings. So now that you have all 4 of those, you're going to stack these all on top of each other, like that. So from there, you're gonna take the loop and make sure it's about this big. That's really all you need. And then you're going to tie a knot. So how I do it is you go around like this, and then pull it through like that. So now that you have that knot on there, you're going to get a piece of tape, and then you're just going to tape it right at the knot. You can just tape it to the surface, like that. Okay, now we're ready to start making the actual bracelet, which is super exciting. Okay. So first, what you're going to do is you're going to separate out the colors. Going to spread them to 2 and 2. And then you're just going to do the same thing with the whites. Alrighty. So, now that we have them spread out like this, we're gonna start making the knots. Okay, so I'm gonna start on the left side and then go to the right side, which sounds confusing, but don't worry, it's not as confusing as it looks. So you're gonna grab the outermost one, I think that should be this one, and it's gonna be hard in the beginning, but it gets easier, I promise. So you're gonna take this string on the outside, and you're gonna take the next string like this, and you're gonna make a 4 with them. So again, you're taking the outside one, which is this one. This is the outside one, and then holding it with your thumb and then bringing it over the second in one. So it makes a 4. And then, you're going to bring it in under, pull it all the way through, and then this is the outside one, remember, and you're going to pull that, and you see that loop there? That is exactly what you want right there. And you're just going to pull that all the way up and make a knot. And then you're gonna do 2 on each string. So that was 1, and then again making the 4, bringing it around, pulling it through, making sure you have that nice loop there, and then pulling it taut. Okay, first knot done. Alright, now you're gonna move on to the next string. So I think that might be this one. Again, in the beginning, all the strings don't really have a position yet, so it's okay, whatever order you go in. And then you're just gonna do the same thing with this next white string. And up. So that is the first side of the first row. So now you're just gonna push these all over here so they don't get in the way of the other side. And you did it! Congratulations for the first row. Okay, on to the second side. So we want the exact mirror of this side, because if you remember what it's going to look like, it's a V. So you're going to take the outside string, remember this one, and then take the second string, which would be this one, and you're going to make a reverse 4. So you're going to pull it like that. And then you're going to go under, just like you did before, pull it through, and you see that knot, that nice loop again, except this time the string is facing inside, which would be to your left. And on this side, if you remember, the string was facing to your right. And so that's good, because if you remember, we want that mirror of the other side. So then you're just going to pull it up, and this side might be a little bit more awkward if you're a righty like me. And then you're just going to do it again. So reverse 4, under, around, pull it through, that nice loop, and then pull it up. And then if you notice, when you do that, the string will automatically kind of face inward after you do that, and that's good, we want that. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next string. So again, it's that reverse 4, under, around, pull it through, and get that nice loop and pull it up, and then just do it again. Okay, so now we're finished with both sides. So here is our left side, here's our right side, and now we're gonna connect them. So you're gonna take the two ones that were the outside ones, but you knotted them, and now they moved inward like this, and now they're on the inside. So what you're gonna do is you have the two outside ones, and you're gonna take the left one, just like we did over here, and you're gonna make a 4 with it, like that. You're gonna go under, around, pull it through, and you're gonna get that nice loop, and you'll notice that the string is facing this way, and you're just going to pull it up, and pull it. Okay, and then you're just gonna do the same thing. And that is your first row. Congratulations, you did it. So you're just going to repeat that process of doing the loops on this side, doing the loops on this side, and then knotting them together. And you're just gonna keep doing that for as many of the rows as you want. Okay, so here we have our almost finished product, and now let's finish it up. Alrighty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of the strings, and I'm going to tie a knot around all the other strings. You might also see that I've taped down the bracelet in a few places just as I went along to prevent it from moving around all over the place while I was trying to make it. Alright, so what you're gonna do, like I said, is just take one of the strings. Let's take this one. This one looks like a good one. And you're gonna gather all the other ones in a bunch like this. And then you're gonna make your 4 like you did throughout the whole bracelet. And then you're gonna go your under, around, pull through, make that loop, and this time it's around all of the strings, and pull it up. And if you can see, now what was once a bunch of strings is now gathered into one solid group, and that's exactly what we want. So you're just gonna keep making knots like that. And now this one is getting pretty short, so I'm gonna move on to another one. This time let's do a red one. So if you notice, I'm gonna leave the longest one, and I'm not gonna use that one to make knots because we're gonna use that one to attach it to this loop up here. So I'm gonna use another red one that's not the longest one, and I'm just gonna do the same thing that I did with the white one. And we're just gonna keep repeating this process until we get a pretty long chain. All right, moment of truth. One is off, 2, and last one. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do is, we have this main one, which is very important. We do not want to cut that one off. But other than that, we can kind of just, and being very careful not to cut this part, just the extras. We're just gonna snip off those little stragglers. And now I think that that is as good as we're gonna get. So we have this one string here. And so what I'm gonna do is put it around my wrist like this, pull it around, grab this loop, and you could actually just get someone to help you with this. So if you get someone to help you put the loop, put the string through the loop, it'll be much easier. So what you're going to do, you might also want to have someone help you with this, is you're gonna bring it around, and then they're gonna put it through this loop right here, just like you're making a knot, and then they're just gonna tie it. Okay. So if you just get someone to help you knot that on, and then you can just carefully cut it right there. That will work. And then it's on. Perfect. And that is how you make this bracelet. Have a great day.